Hey, I'm Dark North. In this video, I'll be talking about the best builds and team comps for Kujou Sara. The first team is what you probably saw coming. It is Raiden plus Sara. The last two on that team can be an animo character like Kazuha, who can give party elemental damage bonus, which is something that can be done by C6 Sucrose as well. Venti gives hard CC and refunds world element energy, and Jin and Sayu are decent VV shredders and can heal. Or a shielder like Zhongli, who can also shred resistance, and Diona, who can be a healer and battery with Vaporize. Or you can put Bennett in for even more attack and healing if he's not busy in another team. You can also use Mona for damage amplification on her burst omen debuff, and also for some electro charge. The Shogun with her general is a very powerful team. Kujou Sara buffs attack based on her base attack. She also gives Electro Resonance, giving more energy, and also at C6 gives 60% crit damage to Electro attacks, further buffing Raiden. The rotation of this team is very smooth, with double Electro and Raiden generating energy, and is very quick swappy. The second team is the Tartaglia plus Beidou Electro Charge team, but add on to this Kujou Sara. Beidou is a very powerful Electro sub DPS, especially at C2 with 2 enemies. Her power goes up by a lot. And Kujou Sara can buff her attack before she casts her burst, and also at C6 gives 60% crit damage to electro attacks. And Kujou Sara can buff her attack before she casts her burst, and also at C6 gives 60% crit damage to electro attacks, making her very powerful. Beidou burst does snapshot stats at the beginning of its cast, and it does snapshot the attack buff well beyond the duration of 6 seconds. But from what I have seen, the 60% crit damage from C6 does expire after 6 seconds and does not unfortunately snapshot. Now Beidou plus Tartag is a very popular team, but you can use Beidou plus Sara with someone else, like with a Sucrose Taser comp. The other members on this team can be either animo characters like Kazuha, Sucrose, Venti, Jin, or Sayu, or shielders like Zhongli or Diona, or Bennett for more attack buff and healing, and Mona for her omen debuff amp on burst. The next team is the national team, which is made of Xiangling, Bennett, and Xingqiu, with the fourth one usually being a flex, which in this case is Kujou Sara. If you don't know or understand how exactly this team works, a video on this is in the works and will come out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Because Xiangling, who has the highest damage and is the main part of the national team, has a burst that can snapshot, Kujou Sara's attack buff lasting only 6 seconds is again not a problem here at all. Along with Bennett giving more attack and healing, Xiangling should have no bottlenecks with her attack in this team. Though Bennett cannot be replaced in this team with Sara, as the Pyro Resonance and Pyro Energy that he generates for Xiangling is too valuable on top of him being a healer. Xingqiu enables Vaporize for the team, but his burst swords do not snapshot and are dynamic, and count the stats of Xingqiu every time they appear, so he doesn't benefit much from Sara's attack buff. But you generally wouldn't use Sara's buff on Xingqiu anyway, as you want to use that on Xiangling every time. Apart from these teams, any teams within Electro DPS, Kujou Sara would be an amazing support, especially at C6. This includes characters I didn't talk about, like Kaching, Fischl, and Lisa, and even Razor, even though his main damage is physical. Having more attack and electro crit damage from C6 Sara for his burst is not bad. As an attack buffer, she is also very universal in most team comps, even outside Electro teams. In physical teams with someone like Eula, she can be a superconduct enabler and attack buffer, though she's not super consistent at superconduct because she does no off-field damage. But this can be solved, as she can be paired with another Electro in this case who can do off-field damage and trigger constant superconduct, like Raiden, Fischl, Beidou, and Lisa. And if you have C6, she will also boost their damage as well, furthermore with a crit damage buff to electro attacks. While in freeze teams, generally you avoid using elements other than Cryo, Hydro, and Animo, you can still use her, like some use Bennett in a freeze team, as an attack buffer, if you can still comfortably maintain the freeze on enemies. In Vapor Melt teams, she is also fine as an attack buffer and won't mess up reactions too much, as she has no off-field damage. And if your characters can snapshot, that's even better. That's it with this video. If you enjoyed this or found this helpful, consider leaving a like, and if you have any questions or corrections, you can leave them down below, and subscribe for more content like this. We are very close to 200 subs, and I would really appreciate it if you cared to drop one. Thanks for watching, have a good one.